Hey everybody, my name is Alec. Welcome to my page. Today, I'm going to share with you my first month running a restaurant on the DoorDash app. It's something completely new, and I just kind of want to share with you, some of the things that I've learned, some of the things that I've, been working on, and then just our results. So a little bit about myself. I came from retail. I've been in restaurants pretty much my whole life. But my management career started in retail. I was managing a $150 million store, and then I jumped into restaurants. I've managed multiple $1 million locations, and currently I manage a restaurant where we are open 24 hours of the day. Now at 2 o'clock, we've decided we're just going to shut down to the public and go straight delivery service and stay open 24 hours. Not many restaurants are 24 hours, but ours is. And yeah, so let's jump right into it. We have been doing DoorDash for about 26 days now. I just kind of want to go over some of my results, some of the issues that we've faced, because we definitely have faced a couple issues, and then how our sales have been impacted. Along with what kind of benefits have came from us going to this DoorDash delivery, things that we think we can maximize on in the future to maximize on our profit and all that good stuff. So let's jump right into it. So up on the page here we have our total sales, which right now are a little over $18,000. We have had 863 orders as I'm making this video right now, and like I said, that was in about 26 days. As far as our food cost, which in restaurants is the number one thing that you can kind of correct, whether that be mess up orders, things not being priced right, just depends on what kind of restaurant you're at, whether it's tickets, getting printed from a POS system, or if it's handwritten. Food cost is huge. You might have a server that's giving away free drinks, things of that nature, and it can just impact your business in such a drastic way. One thing I've noticed since we've started this DoorDash event is our food cost has absolutely plummeted. Right now we're down almost 3%, which is insane when it comes to the bottom line. So that's one thing I will say is a huge bonus. If you don't know how DoorDash works, essentially you're on an app, people place an order on there, it prints out on our POS system, we make the order, they give us what we call a smart scale, we grab the bag, we put it on the scale, and then it alerts drivers to come and pick up the package. One other issue that we've kind of faced in this situation is finding drivers that will come to your location in a reasonable time. That way we can get the food out as quick as possible to our customers, and happy customer, happy life, happy restaurant. We end up increasing sales down the road because people keep ordering from us. So we've been starting to do different little incentives for these drivers that come in, whether that be giving them a free drink, or we're thinking about having like a little card where after 20 times you've done a delivery for us, we give you like a side item or something of that nature, just to have some type of incentive for the drivers to come to our location first ahead of some other locations. But that's one issue that we're kind of looking at right now, seeing how to address. Another issue, this is in every restaurant, you have these people, but we ended up having an individual that dropped the scale and it broke. It took 5 business days for the next one to come in. DoorDash was all over it, super quick in that process. Definitely have nothing negative to say in that manner, but I will say, you're going to have situations that you just aren't prepared for, and that was one of those situations. So, saying that, if we go into some of our metrics here, I'm going to start pulling them up. Essentially, what you want is you want to be part of the lovable group. There's certain criterias that you want to hit. The menu size, the item pricing, along with, you know, how many times do you mess up. We have had some mess ups. Some of it's as simple as cheese not being in a side item. I mean, people are going to mess up, especially being a 24-hour business on night shift. You know, 3 a.m. Sometimes you're not thinking straight. But anyways, the big thing is to hit this lovable goal, because if you hit this lovable goal, then the next month DoorDash takes you from the bottom and bumps you to the top of their app. So essentially, when you first start off on DoorDash, you really aren't getting any type of business. I think the first day we ended up doing about $500 in sales. If you look at last week, which I understand it was the 4th of July, but we had a couple times where we hit about $500 in about 2 hours. So there's definitely a lot of opportunity of growth. The higher up you go on the app, the more that DoorDash wants to bump you to the neighboring area. So the first month we ended up not hitting the lovable goal. We were very close. Out of, I think it was 220 orders, we messed up 4 times. So our percentage of mess ups was too high. Right now we are qualifying for that goal. I'm going to make a video every single probably week or 2 weeks to kind of share the progress that we're making, the sales increase, what we have seen that may help. And yeah, that's pretty much how this is going so far. Definitely have no complaints as far as DoorDash goes. They are on top of it. They do have, you know, some DoorDash fees, which deter some customers, I would have to say. So we're talking about maybe making our own app on the side as well, just store specific, that may, you know, draw some people in that don't want to pay the DoorDash fees, and they can just come and pick it up. Not really fully sure how that's going to develop as of yet, but I will say this is an incredible opportunity if you want to have some type of restaurant business but not have the storefront or the upkeep cost. I'm going to make a huge video on this in the future, but there's things called ghost kitchens, and ghost kitchens, essentially you can rent some rundown area, make food in it, and then just start having these delivery services come and pick up the food from that location. I want to jump in and tell you why that is a huge opportunity right now, because if you look at like profit margins, you go from maybe like a 7% for a normal restaurant to I think it's around 11-12% for one of those units. I just think that this is the future, guys. I mean, I think you had all the movie retailers go out of business at one point to Netflix, and I kind of think that down the road restaurants are going to start going away and everything's going to start going to delivery services. If you already look at like Walmart, for instance, their online pickup order, that is like the biggest thing that they were pushing when I worked there in the past. I definitely think online is the future. I mean, you see how big Amazon's gotten, but it's not really hit the market for food yet. I think one day it's going to be, you know, the main thing going on. So if you are interested in starting a DoorDash restaurant, because I mean, it's huge opportunity. You can run it out of your house if you have everything up to code. Make sure to check out the description. I have something where you get a free $500 if you sign up through that code. I think all you have to do is make like, I think it's only like 12 orders in 60 days or something crazy. You'll have to check that out below. I'm sure DoorDash is going to be updating it periodically on what metrics you have to hit. But I mean, that's super realistic. I mean, we did that our very first day. So if that's something that interests you, make sure to check that out below. I'm going to keep you updated kind of what happens with our DoorDash event. I mean, it's drastically growing. Right now we're doing about $1,000 every single night shift. Some days have went all the way up to about $1,400, And the way it's growing, you know, I'm really hoping a month from now we're averaging about $2,000 a night, which would be huge. I mean, if you're running that out of your house, $2,000, let's say your food cost is about 30%, you know, you are making crazy money. You know, $1,400 profit, something that you might be able to do by yourself or with one or two other people. So huge opportunities. If you're interested, like I said, in starting your own DoorDash business, or you know, you want to watch a few more videos to see how this goes, make sure to click that link below. If you're interested, subscribe. You know, this is going to be a long-term journey. I'm going to be sharing with y'all some of the other ways that I've been making money online or in person, physical labor, intellectual labor, things like that. That's kind of what this channel is going to be used for. But thank y'all for tuning in. If you have any questions, make sure to drop those below. If you have any advice, because I am new to this myself, if you have any advice on how to boost your business on DoorDash, please let me know below, because I'm very interested. I want to get this as big as possible, and then I want to be able to share with y'all what works, what doesn't work. That way y'all can be successful too. I think that this is a market that has not been hit yet, and there's just so much opportunity. So we're kind of like the first people in it. So if that's something, I mean, there's plenty of money to go around, is what I'm trying to say, because not a whole lot of people's in this. It's not a super saturated industry. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank y'all for everything. Have a blessed day.